Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is by your request. Can you make SLO sound like JCM800 2203? Yes, kinda. I will show you how. The signal chain. This is a Gibson Les Paul standard from 87 or 89, I believe, with slash Alnico pickups. Then into the pedal board, I don't have anything on now, but I will have bus SD1, into KHG, into these amps. Then via Fried power station, I'm attenuating it a bit into my Mesa Boogie oversized cabinet with V30s, this time mic'd with Shure SM57 and MD 421 by Sennheiser. The 421 is just ever so slightly blended in. Mostly what you hear is the SM57. Okay, so this one is Bad Boy with the 6550 power tubes. This one is a little brother with EL34s, and this one is stock SLO-100, the new ones with the death mode. Let's play some classic kind of airborne AC/DC rock and roll. Let's start with the JCM800, the Bad Boy. SLO. They are fairly similar, but as you hear, these two 800s, they sound a tiny bit different, even though I've set them up to be as kind of close as possible. The SLO has SLO's typical, this very thick kind of thing, but it's fairly close. So I'm using the normal channel with the bright switch on, with the crunch on. The preamp gain is maxed. That's very similar than when you have the preamp gain maxed on a JCM800. Not with these, because these are a tiny bit harder. So these are both at 7, 2 o'clock, the preamp gain. But it's fairly similar than your usual 800 with the preamp gain maxed. The bass is 8, the mids 3, treble 6, master 5, noon, presence 8, and the depth is 3. These are set presence 4, bass 9, mids around noon, treble around noon, and the master is kind of on and off. So this is like 2, this is like 2 also, but it's the same, and then the master like 5, because you hear these are same volume, and these are all 100-watt heads, and the preamp is at 7. Let's listen once more the same riff. So I'm starting with the SLO. So the little brother, which has EL34s, it's closer to the SLO than the Bad Boy, or vice versa. So as you hear, like I said, Two 800s, 84, 85, little different power tubes. These are 606s. You'll get a little bit different sound, but I think the character, the behavior is very similar in there. SLO has a tons of mids, so I'm having the mids at noon on 800s, and the SLO is only 3. The low end is pretty similar on both amps. Obviously, you can get a lot more with SLO by adding more depth, and there's still plenty of room to go with the bass. 800s, the low end is almost max. It's like 930 or something. Okay, then let's do some lower gain stuff. So I'm switching to neck pickup and lowering the volume of my guitar. SLO. The little brother, EL34s. Bad Boy, 6550s. SLO. Yeah, in the same ballpark. Bad Boy has that nice tiny bit of that high silver that is very special to that amp. Okay, well then let's engage Bass SD1. You see the settings from the picture. And let's start with the Bad Boy now. So, let's see what I will play. I'll play some CYHRA. SLO. Little brother. Again, I think the 800 that has EL34s, the little brother is that and the SLO are quite similar. The Bad Boy has this just, like I said, what is unique to the amp. Okay, let's then play some. Let's start with the Bad Boy, then go into the little brother, then to the SLO. Let's play some. Let's continue with Ozzy. I don't know, but I do know. Has a okay, fairly similar. SLO typical, a little bit of that really thick kind of lower mid range thing. Okay, let's play some kind of lead stuff. Let's start with the SLO now. Let's continue with Randy. Okay, bad boy. Okay, let's do some drop riff. With the little brother, EL34s. They are fairly similar. And now you may wondering that how does the overdrive channel sound? Well, with these settings there's so much gain, but let me since there's more gain stages, it's more compressed and more fluid and more this. It's actually more mids. actually the overdrive channel is not that far from, but the feel is kind of different. The normal channel with the gain crank bright switch on, you can get, the feel is more similar to a JCM800, and this is just like the overdrive channel is kind of like muddied JCM800 slash Plexi, which I think, you know, that was Mike Soldano's thing. He wanted to, you know, to have just a Marshall but with more gain, more saturation, you know, just a kind of muddied old Marshall. Yeah, hey, so that's about it. Hopefully this answered to your question. You can get pretty, hey, conclusion. Yeah, you can get quite close with SLO to JCM800, at least my JCM800s. The normal channel bright switch on, crunch on is more similar, the feel is more similar, and the amount of gain. The overdrive channel, like you heard, it's not that far either. The feel is just completely different. It's more compressed, and there's more cascading gain stages and stuff, so it's just a little bit different animal. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.